DiGiulio is going to be wearing the black and white trunks. He's got blue tape on his wrists. Chris Tione did not want any referee instructions at all. He wants to get down, doesn't he?
He does.
Both guys came to the center of the global decagon, and he said, step back. All right, here we go. A second fight on the main card of World Series of Fighting, Global Championships 2. Oh, nice exchange there.
Forward.
I really like that hook that was thrown by Nakamura.
Julio, a lot more active early in the round. Yeah, man, Nakamura's got to bring those hands up.
Looks like he wants the counter, and he's letting DiGiulio lead the dance.
Dangerous strategy, man.
Especially with those
right
forearm
hand there.
gloves. Oh, he is. That hook is landing. Nakamura wants nothing to do with the ground. Unlike the Team Alpha male in Sacramento, they love the ground. Nakamura full of confidence. Look at him.
He's finding it home for that right hand.
Oh, and it lands
Nice
again.
right hand.
DiGiulio comes right back. Look at Nakamura shucking and jiving.
Yeah, it's like we have this little exchange, then they reset, then we have another exchange, and they reset.
Arten Lobov just texted me and said he's kind of being a little reckless there with his hands.
Very. But he's got the speed, man. I'm surprised with Nakamura's speed. He's moving very quickly, very light on his feet, very confident.
Both guys have tasted each other's power. A lot of respect here. Neither guy wanting to engage here in the last 15, 20 seconds.
Those first 2-3 minutes of the first round are scary, man, because everyone's so fast and there's so much weight behind everything they throw. Look at that.
Oh,
nice.
what a shot.
Good job, Julio, catching it.
He gets the fight to the ground there.
Let's see what he can do here in this
Let's
position.
see if we can keep him down and
Gotta
go to
drag
work.
him away from the fence. Yeah, Nakamura definitely wants to keep his back against the fence. It makes standing back up so much easier. That fence could be your best friend or your worst enemy. It really depends on where you're at.
Well, there he is. He's trying to pull him away. I'm not sure it's going to work. It looks like Nakamura's getting back to his feet. DiGiulio still pressing him up against the cage, delivering a knee and a nice right hand uppercut. Okay, they disengage and they're back in the center of the global decagon. Fans showing some applause, some appreciation for what's happening tonight here in Tokyo, Japan. It's been an incredible night of action. My name's George Garcia, and I'm here with Brian Garcia and Robert Drysdale. We're honored and happy to call tonight's action. So far, the fighters have delivered. Only one decision, right, guys?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so,
the
yeah.
Cuero fight, and Nakajima. Other than
And that was a
man,
great fight.
Everyone's
That was
stamping
not
each
slow.
other over here. VP of Ops and matchmaker Jason Lilly should be happy and proud, doing a great job. It's funny because I feel like we're back at the ballroom at the Orleans for Tough Enough. I see Chris Tione there, and we're sitting here cage side.
It's a really odd situation in this fight because I'm kind of on the edge of my seat because every time they have these exchanges, they're throwing leather. Then they take these little breaks here.
It slows it down a lot, I agree. It went from 0 to 100.
Nakamura, man, very fast right hand he has.
Yeah,
Nice leg
if
kick
Lawrence
there by
wants to take
Nakamura.
this fight to the ground, he's got to do a better job closing the distance, kind of cutting Nakamura off a little bit. Right now, he's very linear. It's kind of like almost chasing him. I see, like this kind of circle. I'd say Nakamura has the advantage standing here.
I don't know why, but I feel like one of them flying knees is coming.
This is the second fight of the main card for World Series of Fighting Global Championships 2. Larry DiGiulio versus Yasuku Nakamura. Japan versus the world. Okay, we have 10 seconds left here in this first round. Exciting first round.
Big overhand by Nakamura. That was good.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll start off with Robert this time. Robert, how did you score that round?
Oh, tough one, man. I think Nakamura, slight advantage on his feet, but, you know, Lawrence had a takedown.
Here's the replay here. I think we'll catch that knee.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah, there's the 1-2 by Nakamura. And there it is. There's the knee.
It landed on the shoulder, man. That could have been on the jaw.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, credit to
Lawrence.
to DiGiulio to catch that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Perfect timing to catch it as well.
All right, so you're leaning towards Nakamura 10-9?
You know what, man? I'd say Nakamura. It's hard to say, man. Yeah, just because of those bigger shots, but I don't know, man. Lawrence got that takedown. Very close round.
Goes?
It's a very close round. I gave the edge to Nakamura. I just feel like the harder, more significant strikes belong to him in the fight. Great takedown by Lawrence. I wish he could have done a little bit more with it, but we can come back here in the next round and see a completely different round because this fight's still up in the air.
I got a 10-9 Nakamura as well.
Well, props Nakamura standing back up. Really good job standing back up on the fence.
That horn can be heard all the way to the Narita airport. That is a loud horn. I'm not going. I heard that. Did you guys hear that? I'm sorry, he said.
Mm-hmm.
The mic's capturing all the action here at WSOF Global. Oh, Nakamura is playing with fire with his hands down.
He's in and out so fast, though. He's very comfortable there. I mean, I still don't like it, but I mean, he's very confident.
Oh, wow. He really does have a lightning right hand, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Larry DiGiulio not shaking one bit, man. He's still stalking. I think he's leery, but he's still confident.
He's chasing a lot. And it gives Nakamura so much more room to move. I think if Lawrence were just cutting him off a little bit more, it would limit his space. He might be able to land some of those hooks right there, you know, because he's leaping in, but, like, you know, Nakamura has a whole cage to run.
Well, I think Nakamura is fighting the fight he wants. That's for sure. Larry DiGiulio, I'm not sure he's doing what he wants.
Yeah, Nakamura with the speed, though, man.
You know, really, if you look at the smaller decagon inside, that's where the fight's taking place. Nakamura's just circling out every time.
Yeah, they haven't been to the warning track much, have they?
Not really. It's got to be frustrating for Lawrence.
Little baseball reference there, Robert. I know you're not a big football fan. You a baseball fan?
Not really, man.
Okay.
I don't even know the rules.
Speaking of football, what do you guys got tomorrow? Or today? Or yesterday?
Don't ask me.
Carolina versus Denver goes?
That's you goes.
The brain says Carolina. The heart says Denver.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I think Carolina's going to get them, though. Here we are about halfway through the second round. World Series of Fighting Global Championships 2.
Yeah, you see how Lawrence just kind of like walks around in that circle. It's like he's maybe that's part of his game plan. Is just like he's just walking the flags. Look at him. Like that's the distance he's keeping. I feel Nakamura just has the edge there, man, with the speed. He's just moving in and out so quickly. Look at that.
That time he threw a jab. Nice inside leg kick by Nakamura. Well, here's the thing. Okay, so DiGiulio's stalking him. Maybe that is what he wants to do, but either way, at some point, you got to, I think, just throw a little bit more offense.
I think
and he has.
Yeah, if he cut him off a little bit more, Nakamura would not have the space to back out like he is in and out, and that's where Nakamura has the advantage over Lawrence. He hits and runs, you know, kind of that guerrilla style strategy. And, you know, Lawrence is just not closing, not able to cut him off. So he just chases him around the flags.
Kind of a lazy flying knee there by Nakamura. I think he just pulled back on it.
Paid for it, though.
Well, do you guys think DiGiulio, with this kind of offense, is going to get himself a 10-9 if this goes to the third round?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Nakamura.
He's opened Nakamura up a little bit, though. As much as we're talking about Nakamura's power, I think DiGiulio's also landed some big punches, too.
He is. They both got lots of power.
You know, sometimes I think judges comes down to aesthetics too. If you think about it, Nakamura just looks like he's like the prettier fighter, like he's fighting a prettier fight.
That is true.
When DiGiulio's missing, Nakamura's just making him look like he's missing by a mile. And when Nakamura's landing, it looks like he's landing the hardest hits ever. Yeah. But in reality, you know, offense is offense, and I don't know. Let's see if the judges see it that way too.
No doubt. Yeah, no, Lawrence is definitely landing some big shots. No doubt.
Well, DiGiulio's got 30 seconds to even things up, according to our scorecards. Or hell, the three of us might be full of crap, and it could be that he takes a 2-0 lead. That's the mysterious thing about mixed martial arts. You never really know what's going on in a close round.
You know, I think Nakamura may be slowing down a little bit. I think DiGiulio needs to capitalize here.
All right, that's the end of round 2 between Larry DiGiulio and Yusaku Nakamura. You know, guys, I think DiGiulio might have won that round. I think I have it 19-19 now.
I think he might have stole it, right, in the last minute or so?
Yeah, he definitely landed some big shots there.
That one's a tough one. I'm sure the judges are just hoping for some sort of a finish so they don't have to worry about it. And how about the World Series of Fighting Global Green Card girls? A change of outfits, but I'll tell you what, when they came out
Still
for
beautiful.
the main card, everybody was oohing and on. Well, what do you guys tell DiGiulio?
I'd probably tell him just to, you know, try to corner Nakamura a little bit more, just cut him off. That's the only thing I can think of. I think he'd be landing more shots if he did that.
Maybe get a takedown, pin him up against the cage, use 2-3 minutes. Because did you notice Nakamura did not seem like the type of fighter that wanted to engage on the ground too much. He wanted to really, really get back up quickly. Goes, what do you tell Nakamura in between rounds?
I think he's got to be a little bit more aggressive. You know, right now he's got DiGiulio kind of following him around, but
oh wow! Right DiGiulio lands a big punch. Nakamura with the flying knee. They both land. Amazing action here to start round 3. Now they're all locked up here. DiGiulio pressing Nakamura up against the cage.
That might be DiGiulio's recipe to win right there. Just keep him down and make sure he finishes. He stays on top most of the round, if not finishing, at least finishing it on top.
And the most telling blow did come from DiGiulio. He wobbled Nakamura. Nakamura found his wits, though, quickly.
Yeah, you're right. Nakamura actually sought the clinch right after that shot.
I'll tell you this much. To me, though, it does look like DiGiulio is the fresher fighter.
Yes,
yeah.
I agree. He's definitely came out round 3 way more aggressive than Nakamura.
Nakamura's got to do something here. This is about 10 unanswered shots.
I think he's still hurt, though, man. I think DiGiulio, Nakamura might be just taking a break there, trying to recover.
You know, it's amazing in other sports, you get to that point where you're just exhausted, but in MMA, you're exhausted and you're taking shots to the body like that. How do people operate like that?
And into the lower body as well.
You know what, though? I'll tell you what. As bad as that was, it separated them, and it probably given them a little break that I would take as much time as I could right here.
All 5 minutes.
That being said, I would not exchange that shot for anything in the world.
So the referee separates the two, sends them to neutral corners. I believe he'll deem that foul unintentional. They'll continue on. But Nakamura does have a full 5 minutes to take if he would like. Here it comes right now. If you watch the replay, well, it may have just happened actually.
Yeah, DiGiulio definitely looks fresher.
Boy, Nakamura's just painted with blood, isn't he?
He is. It's all coming out of that nose.
And half of it is on Julio's neck. Looks like the world's biggest hickey.
It does.
Robert, once you put it in my head, I can't get it out. You're right. He just keeps circling around to him rather than cutting off the angles. I think he's comfortable with it.
One thing Julio's doing, if you notice, he's always moving to the right, and I wonder if he's just running from Nakamura's right hand.
That's what I think he's doing.
Part of his strategy. Now that I think about it, I don't think he's gone left much. But still, I mean, if, because Nakamura's got such good footwork, I think Julio would be better if he were just closing that distance and trying to get a little bit closer and take the cage away from Nakamura.
Well, we'll see, guys. Those rounds have been close. It could be tied up going into round 3. So whoever wins this round could be the winner. Either way, I think both guys are still looking for the finish. You can tell they're throwing heavy leather.
The way you finish this round is so important, especially when there's a foul like that. For the judges, it's hard to remember what happened in 5 minutes, let alone when you have a break.
The third round is definitely more significant.
Well, one thing I remember is DeJulio landed the big power punch that rocked Nakamura, and then when he had him up against the cage, he delivered like 10 to 12 unanswered body blows.
I'm leaning towards DeJulio now, but I wouldn't be surprised if this were a split decision.
Yeah. Little hometown cooking, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Other thing I noticed, they're not throwing a lot of kicks, are they?
No?
No. Ooh, wow. You can hear that, man. Both guys are game tonight. Leg kick by Nakamura. Officially the less impactful blow of this fight. That doesn't mean I would take it. Well, less than a minute left here. Both guys can still turn it on. And I'd like to see both guys turn it on because you can be disappointed by a controversial decision. You don't know how these judges may have scored it. I do have DeJulio winning this round, and he could be up 2-1 at the end of this fight, but I still think both guys need to press the gas a little.
You got to finish strong here, 30 seconds.
Oh. Good punch by Nakamura. Nakamura still hunting with that big right.
Yeah, DeJulio circling to his right the whole fight.
Both guys finishing strong.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to get our finish, but we have had an exciting fight. We have had an exciting fight.
Man.
Yeah. Larry DeJulio versus Yusaku Nakamura.
But by very little.
29-28. DeJulio, is that how you have it?
Yeah. Yeah, sounds about right.
I think that's my scorecard as well. Goes?
29-28, but I would not be shocked if that was a split decision here.
In fact, I wouldn't be shocked if they give it to Nakamura.
No?
I mean, it wouldn't be the worst decision I've seen in my life.
You're right. I'll agree with that. If they announce Nakamura's name, I could easily handle that that decision. They're tallying up the judges' scorecards now. We'll have an announcement soon. Both fighters embracing. Now, that's two fighters that could literally go back to the fighter hotel and enjoy some beers together, right?
Absolutely.
That was some scrapping there for 15 minutes.
They deserve it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, early on, I thought it was going to be Nakamura all day. DeJulio really went through a lot of attrition early on and adversity, and he came back and made it a game fight.
I think it has to do with Nakamura slowing it down a bit, round 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And he just came out so much more aggressive than, Larry round 1. But that changed.
You know, the three of us, it seems like we're all leaning towards DeJulio. But that being said, I'd be excited to see Nakamura fight again. He was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Just has to tighten a few things up.
Goes, you want to go up to the cage maybe and help them out? You're pretty good at math. Help them tally up the scores there.
Well, they haven't had to work very much tonight.
Look, could be taking so long. There was no point deduction, right?
No.
On the low blow? Nothing.
Oh,
yeah.
They're undecided.
You know, I really don't like the delay, honestly. Get your scores up, get us the total, get the announcer in there.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet money it's a split decision.
They're wiping down the mat here at World Series of Fighting Global. How about Kyle Uno? Did you see him over there at far end of the table? Good to see the longtime MMA standout.
Legend.
All right, Don Andrews is going to give us a decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for these two fighters. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. Judge 1 scores the fight 29-28 to Julio. Judge 2 scores the fight 29-28 Nakamura. And Judge 3 scores the fight 29-28 for your winner by split decision. In the red corner, Yusaku Nakamura!
Wow. You can see that Julio's really surprised. Yeah, man,
Hey.
I'm leaning towards the Julio in this fight. I think he took that one.
Wow.
It was
You know,
close.
the Julio should probably be upset, but that's not a robbery, folks. It was a close fight.
It was a close fight.
Yeah.
I mean, I get being upset. I mean, I would in his shoes, but